Welcome back to another live and amplified special coverage of the Hoedown Showdown for CRS. We're sitting here with a very special guest, Pryor Baird. How's it going today, man?
Fantastic, my man. How are you?
Doing well. I'm very tired, but, you know, it's early, so I'll get the second win.
Yeah, today's day one. You're early, man. It's not the time to be tired.
Well, I also made what I thought was a good decision at the time, but ended up being a very bad decision. I drove in from Waco this morning.
Texas?
Yes.
You drove here from Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a long 10 hours?
11 and a half. So
yeah.
It was...
you are tired.
It was one of those things I was like, I could come in yesterday and get a hotel, and then I saw what hotels were going for, and I was like, I'll suffer. I'll deal with it. So, yeah.
You suffered, and now you're suffering.
It's all right. I'll get my second win here. I got my monster.
That's right. You
I'm
got
good.
your monster.
So how things been going for you? How's CRS treating you so far?
Oh, man, it's been great so far, man. Everybody's so happy, and, you know, seeing a lot of old friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and it's cool, man. It's a lot of fun.
Nice, nice. Is this your first CRS, or?
This is my second CRS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm guessing last year was your first one?
Last year was my first time coming. Yeah, last year was pretty overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that's a lot of fun.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm dealing with right now. It's like I just stepped out to take a 2-minute break, and it turned into a 15-minute break because I couldn't find my way to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's a giant building too.
Right. Yeah. So, are you based out of Nashville now?
Yes, sir. Born and raised. No, I've been here 13 years now.
Well, in Nashville terms, that's practically born and raised.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for a minute, man. It's been a journey.
Nice. And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Old Orchid, California. It's right on the coast.
Nice. What was it like growing up there for you?
Oh, man, it was great. It was, 2 stop signs, small town. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
is that Northern California or Southern or
Central Coast? So we're right in the middle, right on the coast.
Gotcha.
It's a great town. I mean, it's that's the town where you want to raise people. That's where you want to raise them.
Gotcha. Cool. And where does music kind of start coming into play for you? Was your family musical or?
Oh man, music birth pretty much. You know, mom and dad are both music fans, and neither one of them play, but they're both music fans, and so I've just, I've had music in my life ever since I was born, and before then they've just listened. My mom always listened to blues and jazz and funk and soul and big band, and my dad always listened to country music and bluegrass, and so with the two of them, I got all into the spectrum.
Nice. And so who would you say you're most influenced by right now as a musician?
Right now?
Yeah, as a musician.
Oh, let's see here. It's going to sound funny. I really love Lainey Wilson.
Okay.
I love how she's bringing the groovy. She's got that groovy feel.
Yeah.
I love Brothers Osborne, and I freaking love Randy Houser, man. Randy Houser is the greatest.
Yeah.
He's got the greatest voice. He's just the best.
Yeah. I got introduced to Lainey Wilson from Yellowstone, and I feel like I'm kind of a poser in that way, but I was watching Yellowstone, and her episode came on. I was like, who's the musician playing at the whatchamacallit? And it's like, oh, Lainey Wilson. And I'm like,
she's great, man. Yeah. She's great. She's kicking ass, too.
Yeah,
she's just awesome.
Doing something with it. So so you've been in Nashville now 13 years.
Yes, sir.
How's Nashville been treating you?
Man, it couldn't be any better. I've seen this town chew up a lot of people and spit them out, and this town has it demands respect,
Yeah.
And if you come in here thinking you're going to change it and you're going to do your own thing and it's just going to work, and it's like telling God your plan, man, make him laugh. You come in here with a plan,
yeah,
you better stick to it, and but it's been great. It's been the greatest town to me. It's helped me, and I've followed my dreams, and it's let me do that.
Yeah. Do you think growing up in California has helped giving you that fresh perspective? Because I feel like maybe even more so in Southern California, that's an area that will really chew you up and spit you out if you try and go against it.
I don't know if being from California or not really helps me stand out. I mean, it definitely does when you tell people you're from California. They'll be like, oh, you're tearing the city apart. But I've been here a long time.
Yeah.
But my music is it's just my style. I guess it does have a little bit to do with California, being out there with Merle Haggard and the Dwight Yoakam sound, which are those are my favorites growing up.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a California sound. But I love the traditional stuff, man. I just love country music, and Man, I love the guitar stuff like Vince Gill, how he plays and the chicken picking and the style. I just love it all.
For sure. And so where are you kind of at creatively now? Are you writing, releasing?
Yep. So we write every day. Looking for songs every day, trying to find that song to, break out of the train.
For sure. Has there been a song that you've been working on recently that's just kind of sticking with you, or is there something that's kind of...
Man, we've got quite a few songs right now that we've got a song that's getting ready to come out. We're in the studio right now cutting. It's called Beauty and the Broken.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful song just about life and how it's okay to be broken and to find the beauty in it. Then I've got another rock and roll song called Favorite Heartbreaker it's just straight four on the floor, balls to the wall, ready to go. And it's about heartbreak, but it's, your favorite heartbreak.
Nice. What was the process like? Do you work with the same producer and recording studio here in Nashville, or?
So yeah, with my record label, we have I have my producer Doug Johnson I've worked with forever, and then we have all the studios there at the record label itself. So we got front stage, backstage, and Ronnie's place.
Gotcha. So kind of looking to for the not the rest of the year, because obviously we still got a lot of time left, but going into the spring and summer, how often are you playing? Are you playing pretty consistently?
Man, we're playing 2 or 3 nights a week, just here in town, then traveling on the weekends to go play places. But we're got some tours and stuff coming this summer as well. Nice.
How's the shows been? Are you playing more writers rounds, or what kind of shows are you playing?
Well, we're doing
here?
everything. We just did an East Coast run. We did some Tin Roofs, full band.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. The band sounds fantastic. And then I do the singer-songwriter things as writers rounds as well. It just depends on what we can do, but I'll go anywhere. Have guitar, we'll travel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. 100% agreed. And that's one thing I really like about Nashville is you said that you kind of go out on weekends. Nashville is one of them weird spots where you could drive 2 or 3 hours in almost any direction and be within 20 minutes of a major metropolitan area.
Oh, yeah.
And so it kind of gives it that cool, if you want to change it up outside of the traditional Nashville shows, you can go to Cincinnati,
yeah.
And you're in a new area.
Oh, everywhere. I mean, yeah, in every direction.
Yeah. I don't know why I just started naming a bunch of northern cities, maybe because I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the truth. You got Kentucky's right there. You've got, St. Louis, Missouri to the west. You got Louisiana. You got everything down there. You got Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, all the Carolinas.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. And they're all touching. You can get there within, 5 hours. You can be at all these places. And it's like, let's go play, man. Makes for
maybe not necessarily an easy weekend run, but a convenient one.
Because It does. But, I mean, if you look at it, and you look at people like touring in California or in Arizona, they aren't, because they have to travel so far.
Yeah.
Like Texas is so big, and there's so many towns inside Texas, cities inside Texas where you can just get to.
Yeah.
Same thing here. You can get to Memphis, Cincinnati, Chicago, Atlanta.
Yeah. And that's the really cool. I think that's why Texas and Tennessee in general are really shining as music cities or states in general, because I can probably name 5 musicians that tour around Texas consistently, make a really good living, but nobody outside of maybe the fringe areas of Oklahoma, Louisiana, and that stuff would know who they are, because they just don't leave Texas.
That's right.
So
it's pretty wild.
And Nashville, not saying that they do that, but you can get out into different areas and
because Nashville's not that big. I mean, you can drive across it, north to south in about 2.5 hours. It's not very wide, or thick. So you can go to some other places. Whereas Texas, it's gigantic. So you can travel inside Texas and you can drive all day. 24 hours and never even come close.
I lived out in New Mexico. It took 3 hours to get to the next.
Yeah, well, hell, you just drove from Waco today.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places to drive in Texas. A lot to see.
Yeah, 100% agree. So kind of looking forward, do you? You said you're cutting a new song. Do you have a rough timeline on that, or is it still kind of all very...
Beauty and the Broken should actually be done in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So that'll be out soon, and Favorite Heartbreaker will come after that.
Nice.
So we got new music coming. It should be out soon.
Are you building out to an EP or an LP, or are you just kind of staying singles right now?
Just individual songs right now.
Okay.
But hopefully, I mean, we got enough to make a record. We got enough to make a couple records.
Yeah.
But that's up to the bosses.
Fair. It's always interesting because I never know what record companies want anymore. It's like some of them want the single, some of them want the full projects, so it's just kind of like...
We're all trying to figure it out. Even the record companies, man. Nobody knows. Like, if we all knew what the formula was, we'd all be doing it. But we're all just trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah, and then you see people dropping surprise albums, and it's like...
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. And like, it hadn't been done forever. And I think Eric Church was like the first one to do it. He put out like 2 albums. You're like, geez, Louise.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Yeah, it is insane.
But
it's great.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to check out your music, interact with you on social, all that fun stuff, where's the best place to find you?
Oh, man, you can get anywhere you get your music. Anywhere you stream your music, you can find me. You can also find me PryorBaird.com. It's got all of our tour dates and everything like that. And all your social medias, you can find me on there, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the other ones are. I don't know if it's called X or if it's called Twitter or if it's called...
call it Twitter, so...
And there's the new one, Threads, with the new thing. I don't even know what all the things are now.
Yeah. I got you.
I don't even know what that is, but it's on. I think we have a thing. Oh, and TikTok.
Yeah. Cool. And then just to kind of wrap it up, what's one piece of advice you have for the young musicians?
Believe in yourself more than anything you've ever believed in. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and get comfortable with the word no.
Okay. 100% agreed. Once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Really appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll be back here in a little bit.